So I'm out cruising around in the desert, and look who I run into.
Me, everybody.
What's up, Jesse? Hey, who's your favorite breeder in Bakersfield?
In Bakersfield? Has to be you. I think you're the only one I know that's out in Bakersfield.
Hey, I'm still the best.
And my favorite one in Victorville is, you know that guy. I forget this guy's name, but that guy's pretty cool. But Bakersfield, a small town. The only place out in Bakersfield.
That's right, baby. Hey everyone, this is Shane, Small Town Xotics. If this is your first time here, hit that like button, subscribe, and do whatever with the bell. I'm here with Sky from Primitive Reptiles.
How's it going?
And he's raising Godzilla right now, so let's go check out what he has.
All right, man, everybody, this is Dino. He's our 4-year-old Asian water monitor. He's about, I'd say close to 5 feet. I'm 6'5", so he's about 5 feet. I've had him since he was a hatchling, probably about 6 months old. I've had him, and he's leash trained, and these guys are incredible, man. I love working with these guys. I've been intrigued by these guys since I've been in the reptile hobby, which is probably about over 20 years. I started off with Burmese pythons, and I've always been attracted to the big guys. Primary diet, man, is anything. Really, he'll do anything protein related: chicken, fish. He loves fish. Rats. I do Reptilink sometimes. I do beef sometimes. Anything with the bone. Their stomach is impressive. They can digest pretty quickly, man. Bones, scales, fur, anything, or yeah, fur and everything. As long as you keep them at about 100 or 100 above, 120, they can digest anything, bones and all.
So when you say like chicken and fish and stuff, like just stuff you buy at the supermarket?
Yeah. I do boneless, skinless chicken drumsticks, wings, livers. Oh, he loves livers. I haven't tried any quail or anything like that, or baby chicks, but I wouldn't doubt it if he ate it. When he was a hatchling, he didn't really do bugs. I see a lot of people on YouTube, or a lot of keepers, they start out their hatchlings with bugs and work their way up to mice and stuff like that. And he didn't really go for it. He did mealworms from time to time. And I used to make like a little meatballs with grinded up worms and dubia roaches and all that stuff. And yeah.
He is so cool.
Yeah,
this guy is beautiful. Can I pet him?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. He's shedding right now. They're always shedding. It doesn't matter where, at what time, or what how much you feed them or whatever. They're always going to shed. If you see the different coloration right here, that's what it looks like underneath this part, which is all going to come off at some point.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I see the difference.
Yeah, he's cool, man. I've done a couple educational shows with him and everything.
Not bad.
He's just now got to the point where I can let my son and my daughter handle him without him being too crazy. He wants to get down and walk. I mean, if you want to put him down right now.
Yeah, show us how you walk him.
Do, yeah. I just keep the leash on him in case he gets spooked. It's easier to get him.
So I don't know if you caught that earlier, but Sky's a really big guy.
Yeah.
So here's him next to me. So when he's holding this lizard, I mean, the lizard looks big to him, but it's really a big lizard. Yeah. Big monitor.
He's got to be 4.5, 5 feet.
How much do you say he weighs?
To be honest, he's probably 10, 15 pounds. He's not too heavy. I know they max out about 70 pounds. That's what I've heard, at least. I don't know if that's fully true or not. And I know they can get 7 to 8 feet.
Yeah. Close up on him. He's beautiful. It's all right. That's good for the camera.
No. A good thing about them is they give you a lot of warning signs when you're working with them. Right now, he's totally fine. He's just flicking his tongue, taking it in, smelling everything. But if he's really mad or he's starting to get agitated, he'll puff up. His whole, I'm gonna call it esophagus, just flares out.
All right.
And it becomes hard. They have it seems like a piece of cartilage in there. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but it kind of hardens up. And then that's your first warning sign, a big puff. If you get any closer, you get kind of a little love tap. Anything after that is just a straight swat. And then,
does that hurt pretty bad?
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys might. Well, he took off, but you can ask my son when you see him. He took a good tail whip to the head yesterday while we were cleaning the cage. He'll dig in there, and sometimes he'll just lay there and sunbathe. We'll have barbecues, and he'll just hang out. He can climb trees, so I got to be careful with that. And they're strong, man. You wouldn't think that they're as strong as they are at this size, but they are extremely strong, extremely strong.
So I first started following Sky on Instagram, and he posts pictures of Dino with Dino in the trees. He did a really nice cage build too that we'll go check out here in a little bit. And yeah, go follow him, Primitive Reptiles. I don't know the underscores. And, yeah, I don't know if there's underscores and stuff, but I'll leave all of his links, all of his description in the description down below. But definitely check it out, man. Dino goes on adventures out here in the trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely cool, man, the way he walks and everything.
Yeah, man, it's just like a dinosaur, man. And like I said, every tongue flick is them taking in info. And they remember. He knows that this spot, that he can get under that bush and I can't really get to him.
Yeah.
That's why we had to put these picket fences up.
Oh, all right.
And I don't know, you know, we got the bird feeder right there, so I don't know if he he can pick up bird smells or whatever, but
oh, like an ambush spot.
Yeah.
He might be waiting for a bird to come, huh?
Yep. And then on that other side, he knows that he can get like a mist, because sometimes the sprinklers go on and they hit that corner perfectly.
Yeah.
So like if I have him out here in the you know, like at noon here in Lancaster, it gets 100, above 100 easy, 110.
Oh.
And if I have him outside, he'll go hang out in that corner and kind of wait for the sprinkler to come on.
So he probably likes it out in the heat then, huh?
Yeah, he likes it out in the heat. Sometimes he'll cruise over there on the RV parking and he'll just lay out, man. And they're so smart. I wish it really takes owning one to know how smart they are.
Yeah.
You can say how smart they are all day long, but I believe they have some kind of memory. I don't know how to explain it either, man. You have to just own one.
So Sky's gonna give us a rundown on the enclosure that he custom built for Dino.
It's made out of metal. It's all angle iron. It's expanded metal, which I don't recommend currently. All the sides are wood, so I can actually, if they get warped or they get damaged, I can actually just unbolt them and change them out. The whole back is wood, the sides are wood, the top is open, and these little front gaps here, because I knew they were gonna dig and I wanted to fill it up with more dirt. It's all wood, and we got them on 3-inch casters so we can move it. I built this cage with the intent to use it indoor and outdoor. So UV lighting is pretty important, and Lancaster is the perfect place for it in the summertime. Like I said, the heat is easily above 110 in the summer, and with the open top, the sunlight he can bask all day long.
Yeah.
And I can provide some type of shading cover, which I have right here. I have a piece of plywood on top. Probably see it better from in here, but I only have that because I built this in the wintertime when it was extremely cold.
Yeah.
So he has two 150 watt ceramic bulbs there that are all controlled from the right side of the cage. I alternate those. Right now the tiles that are down there are probably about 110, 120. So he can lay on those, and then I turn them off at nighttime.
Yeah, he's got a ramp. He's got his own little bath.
Yeah, the fixture right here is just a regular Lowe's LED fixture. Let's see if he might go in the water for you.
Man, this is like a mansion. He's got a penthouse.
Yeah, and then security was a big thing too, because obviously I have kids, and then my wife's family has a bunch of little kids. So what we did is we went ahead and we put, actually you'll get them going in the water right now.
Oh yeah. Go for it, Dino.
Yeah, you fill it out, dive right in.
Oh, that is so cool, man. Look at him swim.
Yeah, it's super cool. I don't know if you saw my Instagram, but I fried my phone trying to get a picture of him underwater.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. But yeah, so security was a huge thing when I was designing this with her father-in-law. This was not possible without her. My father-in-law, I mean her dad. He knows how to weld. He has all the tools. He has the know-how. And I just kind of gave him an idea, and he went to town, and I did all the heavy lifting and holding, and he did all the bolting. So this has a latch right here. We just welded this on here. It's got a key, but you can turn it. We just welded that on there. So that's the first one, and then these latches all the way here, and then I got two on the inside. So if you wanted to just use one door, you could.
Yeah.
If you want to open it all the way, you can. That helps for cleaning and stuff like that. And the ramp, everything in here is temporary. He doesn't do well with a lot of added stuff. I've seen some Asian water monitors that just have the most beautiful indoor house plants. They have the waterfall, they have the filter, they have all that stuff. He tends to, for every new step in life I give him, he takes 2 steps back.
Yeah.
It becomes a constant battle of tail whipping.
Well, that's where it goes back to know your animal.
Know your animal, yeah. So he doesn't do, like, he does not do well at all. He does well outside of the cage, which is super crazy. So what we did is we just kept it super basic. We built the tub, we built the ledge, we put the ceramic heaters, we did the ramp, and then I took all the wood, because he wasn't doing well. So I took all the wood that was in his cage, I put it in this cage. I broke his hide up, we bolted this on, hoping that a familiar smell would kind of calm him down a little bit. It did a little bit. I think now he's getting used to it. And then we kind of put the slats on there because he kept sliding off of that. Again, my father-in-law's idea. But
how long can he hold his breath? He's been under there a while.
Man, I want to say I've seen him under there for 20 minutes.
Wow.
20 minutes or so. Sometimes he sleeps in there.
That was like so graceful when he slid in. Like,
yeah.
It's like an alligator or something, almost like
just cruise right in there.
So that's why they're a water monitor.
Yep. And I don't keep the harness on him all the time. I take it off when I put him in the cage. And yeah, the tub just sits in the frame, and we did that on purpose too, because there's 3 sizes of these tubs. There's a 165 gallon, 155 gallon, and a 115. So this is the 115. So they go higher. Okay. They don't go really wider. They kind of taper down.
Yeah.
So we just did that so we can always have the same size tub frame and just change out the tub, and it might go a little bit higher, maybe a little. I think the other one's about that tall right there.
All right. Yeah,
but
yeah.
Everything in here is interchangeable. You know, I can change it out. If it breaks, I can change it out. We painted it with dry lock. Well, I think it's a water sealing paint. I can't remember. It's for ducks. Her father also did this switchboard for us. Yeah. And so everything is, you know, we got the light, we got the 2 heats, and then the plugs for each one, so we can control them however we want, just on, off. And yeah.
Dino has it made.
He's got it made, man. And then, like I said, what's really cool, I haven't had a chance to get him outside, but it just rolls right out, and I can put it right there in the RV part.
Yeah, this is what Sky's talking about. This whole thing is on wheels, so this whole thing moves. So you can take Dino outside in the cage, move it to clean, whatever.
There's a good video on my Instagram of us pulling it behind a truck and the wheels blowing out.
Yeah.
Like 3 houses down.
Yeah, I did see that one. Man, he's still been underwater the whole time.
Yeah, he's there. He can see you. He can hear you.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and you can jump right in here because everything is reinforced too for me, because I weigh about 285, 300 pounds. I fluctuate a lot. Yeah. So you can literally just reach in and grab them. And
that is so cool. You know, I really like this cage, man. This is a really good job.
It's a really good job. Like I said, you know, I think the reptile hobby, industry, community, however we keep our animals, is all trial and error. Yeah. A lot of it is, you know, providing a better life for our animals, whether you believe in aquariums or terrariums, or you have a rack system, or you do your home, you know, your home build. I think this is very unique from what I've seen, but that came with a cost. Unfortunately, you know, his nails have been tore up. He's kind of slammed into the metal trying to get out. These are all things that I've had to, you know, fix as I've gone along with the cage, which I think we got most of the bugs out today. We'll see what happens when we take him outside. He's never been outside for a living situation, so I expect some, you know, some stress with that. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll give it a shot. We'll keep in touch and I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah, we have kind of the same story, so don't see us not being friends.
Yeah. Well, 2 guys that were in it got out and are back in.
Yeah.
It works out great.
Yeah.
So with him having the tub of water, you don't really have to worry about humidity levels for him, because he can just go dunk himself?
He can go dunk himself and hang out in the water all he wants. Sometimes, you know, on the hotter days, this garage can get above 90 easy. So I do spray it down. They love to dig. They love to bury themselves down. You know, the females will lay eggs, so they need a place to burrow. There's got to be a little bit of crazy dough in one of these, but
yeah, definitely. I mean, there's some size requirements when you get an animal that big, so don't go impulse buying one of these as a baby.
No.
Because they look small as a baby, but you can see them in there. Like I said, Sky's 6'5", so when he's holding that thing, I mean, that thing is big already.
Yeah. From my shoulder to the ground, his tail will touch. So that's probably at least 5 feet.
Yeah.
You know, I've been keeping since I was 5. They've been keeping since they were born.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a family affair too.
So, yeah, this is my son Kai and my daughter Zoe, and then you guys, I think you guys saw my wife Erin. So this is our leopard gecko room. This is actually my son's room, but he takes care of all the leopard geckos. We have a lot of giants. So this is how it all started. This is Reggie, our albino tremper giant.
Man,
and, yeah,
he's big.
He's a big guy, man. And The guy who sold him to me is a company out in Chatsworth called Exotic Life, and he told me that he's the fourth or fifth great grandson of Moose, which Moose I believe is the first actual giant. This female is a jungle albino tremper giant, and she just laid. Actually, I have some of her babies, but that just kind of shows you the length.
Yeah.
Of them. It looks like she has a little bit of paradox happening, but I'm not really worried about it.
Definitely bigger than the leopard geckos we got.
Yeah, if you look at like we have a hypo. We have a hypo who I would say is pretty normal size. Actually, she looks like she got some eggs in her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got some eggs in her. So if you look at the hypo, I mean, the giant's probably a good, what, 2 inches longer, 3 inches longer.
Yeah, just like the head structure is a lot more beefier on the giant.
Way heavier bodied.
They got like a blocky head.
Yep.
That's more like what we got at our house.
Actually, you can see an egg real. I don't know if you can get that on the camera, but there's a big egg right there.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a couple in the incubator right now, and then we have a raptor giant, which is even longer.
Wow.
Yeah.
It has red eyes.
We have a raptor as well, but it's not a giant.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get his eyes. I have a real hard time getting his eyes.
I can't get eyes on the pictures.
Yeah. I mean, I've even tried with doing different lighting, but I can't get nothing.
Believe me, he has red eyes.
Yeah, he definitely has red eyes. And then we have a blazing blizzard.
Oh, that's nice.
That's not a giant, however, but we got him from LLL Reptiles at the Anaheim Super Show.
Yeah.
This past one, which it was a good pickup. It was just something different to grab.
Yeah. Real nice.
Albino, tremper, white and yellow.
Albino, tremper, red stripe, white.
Oh, red stripe, yeah. Red stripe, that's right.
So is the red stripe the part that gives it the stripe?
I'm assuming, man. I'm new to the leopard geckos. Like I said, this is his thing. And then we got that sun glow there.
Oh, yeah.
Sun glow, and then what do we have? The G project, right?
We have a G project.
I love leopard geckos.
I love them too. You know, they're super cool. They're really easy to take care of, and you rarely ever find a jerk one. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a emerine.
Tremper albino G project.
G projects, and yeah, G project is that line I was telling you about that kind of brings out the greens.
Yeah.
A little bit. We'll see.
We also have.
That one's a normal, no?
I'm guessing no.
Oh, this is the emerine.
It's a Tremper albino emerine
yeah.
giant, and she just laid today.
Yeah, she's not full grown yet.
She's nice.
Real nice.
Yeah, she's super cool. And then we got the babies. These are the ones that we just hatched. I'm gonna show you something interesting, and maybe somebody can drop a comment down below. But this one, 2 different clutches, same parents.
All right, Evan, this is for you, bud.
This one.
I think you're the only leopard gecko expert that watches my channel.
These are all siblings, just 2 different clutches. So this one was a 1/8 clutch, and these were a double clutch, same parents. Albino, tremper, giants, but the mom is a jungle. So albino, tremper, jungle giant to a albino, tremper, giant. And somewhere this guy came from. I'm not really sure how that happened. Again, I'm new to leopard geckos, so. However,
Evan, send him a DM.
yeah, so shoot me a DM or comment below. I'll check out the video.
Comment below.
But yeah, these 2 are already going to a new home.
These are brand new.
This one's gonna be a holdback, and then we just hatched these ones the other day.
Oh, that one's cool looking.
Yeah, they're probably a little dull because they're gonna shed. That one's cool, and then again the same, the same thing, the same parents, same set of eggs, 2 completely different patterns.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Same color.
Same color, 2 completely different patterns.
That one's like banded, and
Yep.
then this one's got that, I don't know, crazy wonky pattern.
And these ones just hatched on the 28th, so we'll see how they look after they shed and give them a couple weeks. They tend to change pretty dramatically in that time frame, that 3-week time frame.
Yeah. Good job, man. Good job, brother.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with your little setup here.
Yeah.
So that was Sky at Primitive Reptiles and his family. So I'm gonna hand it back over to him to close it out and leave all his info in the description down below.
Yeah, man, I'm only on Instagram, Primitive Reptiles, at Primitive_Reptiles. We're a small, family breeder of leopard geckos. We're not trying to do anything crazy. Possibly get into beaded lizards in the future, and we'll keep you posted. Check us out, give us a follow, and sticker swaps. If you want a sticker swap, DM me.
Right on, guys.
All right, thank you.